Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas declared his intention earlier this month to present a bid at the UN to upgrade Palestinian status from permanent observer status to non-member observer state. Speaking over the weekend about this most recent move at the UN, Abbas said this could be the last chance to achieve peace and stability and to save the peace process. Abbas is scheduled to present to the UN on November 29th, a date which holds historical significance because the UN voted to partition Palestine on this date in 1947 to allow for the creation of the modern state of Israel.
The most important objectives of going to the UN is to stop some allegations or some claims from the Israeli side that the Palestinian land is a disputed land. So it's not anymore on the case. The Palestinian state will be built based on 1967 borders. So from now on, this is going to be our state.
In 2011, in a campaign that received significant media focus, Palestinians sought full member status at the UN. The bid stalled because the Security Council failed unanimous action on it. The current bid, if successful, would give the Palestinian Territories the same status as the Vatican. An upgraded status would mean that Palestinians could participate in General Assembly debates and might be able to join UN agencies and the International Criminal Court.
When Palestine is a state, we can make appeals, claims against Israel in the international courts, like the criminal court.
In spite of open U.S. and Israeli opposition to the move, Palestinian leadership has cited the current bid as necessary to get past the impasse in the peace talks. The peace talks have been stalled since 2010, and President Abbas has stated that Palestine, if successful in its current petition, would be ready to begin talks the next day.
This will help the whole regional countries and will help the world to advance the peace process forward, because we as a Palestinians now we have our plan for Palestine, how it gonna look like. So this is the second plan. The third plan is a message for peace, which means that Palestine is here and Israel is here. So all the world is speaking about two-state solution. Now the two-state solution boundaries are clear.
Some observers think that the recent Gaza-Israel conflict weakened President Abbas's hand. Because observer state status is a step down from the last bid, Palestinians have generally not shown as much enthusiasm for the November 29th petition. But with the conclusion of the ceasefire between the Gaza Strip and Israel last week, some Palestinians are feeling more optimistic about moving a step closer to international recognition of their borders. Around the time of Palestinians' bid for full member status last year, a climate of excitement and euphoria prevailed in the West Bank. While this year's bid stands a much larger chance of success, following last year's disappointment, the public response has been much quieter. Palestinians may see full member status at the UN as positive, but they're not getting their hopes too high about possible outcomes. Wynne Mancini, JN1, Ramallah.